readers, it's Sasha, and today I'm going to be doing one of my favorite videos ever to film, and that is the Goodreads Chooses My TBR game that I do every month. Now, I kind of wanted to participate in a couple of different readathons in the month of September. However, I am going through quite a lot in terms of starting a brand new school, and I don't really want to be required to read a lot of books for a readathon because I just kind of want to vibe and read what I have planned for videos and then what I do for my Goodreads video. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. If you don't know what my Goodreads Chooses My TBR game is, essentially what we do is we have a random number generator, and what I do is I just press generate and I have all of the number of books that I have on my Goodreads want to read list, and whatever number comes up is the book I read. And then at the end of this, like I always do, I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of what's to come in September. But last time I kind of fudged it a little bit because I didn't really have a very cohesive plan for August, so my TBR kind of went out the window. But I actually do have a plan for September, so the books that I have, most of them should land on the September list. So let's just dive in. So I've already put the number of books I have. It's 527. Number 1 is 256. So I'm going to go over to page 3. I'm going to go and find 56. The Grief Keeper by Alex Villasant, I believe. I'm not sure. But essentially, The Grief Keeper is about a girl and her younger sister who are caught coming over into America without visas or anything, and so they took a ride from this unassuming woman, and then they end up waking up and finding out that this woman actually worked for the government, and this government agent wants the older sister to become a grief keeper, so somebody who holds other people's grief in their own body. And I think she ends up being the grief keeper for like a US senator's daughter, and she ends up kind of falling for the daughter. It doesn't have a lot of reviews or ratings. There are only 300 reviews, and honestly I'm shook because this sounds really interesting. So I'm really excited to read this. This is gonna be a good book to read. I'm ready. That's gonna be fun. Okay, next, 414. Okay, I'm gonna go over to page 5. That's where I will find 414. The Girl from the Well by Rin Chipeko. Okay, this is good. I actually was going to read this in September, and then I changed video ideas, changed tactics. So this is a very short book, thank God, because I'm not ready for a lot of things. This is essentially a horror story. Okay, it's kind of like The Lovely Bones, but like probably with spice. So this is about a dead girl who walks the streets and she hunts child killers and murderers, who are like the men that threw her down a well 300 years ago. So she's a ghost. And then there is a boy who has strange tattoos and moves into the neighborhood, and she's like, okay, hi. And then boom, he does something else. That's ominous. And soon, both will be drawn into the world of eerie doll rituals and dark Shinto exorcisms that will take them from American suburbia to the remote valleys and shrines of Aomori, Japan. The boy has a terrifying secret, one that would just kill to get out. Oh, and my God, it's pitched as Dexter meets The Grudge. Have we ever met anything that is more up my alley? Yes. Lots of things. But I'm actually really excited about this. Okay, perfect. I'm off to a good start. Number 3 is 381. So I'm going to just go over one page to number 4. Okay, 381. Under a Painted Sky by Stacey Lee. This is historical fiction. We all know I'm a historical fiction hoe. Oh my God, I'm reading so many good books. This is so exciting. Okay, this is in Missouri, 1849. This is about a girl named Samantha who dreams of moving back to New York to be a professional musician. But that's not an easy thing to do if you're a girl, and then it's even harder to do if you're Chinese, especially at that point. But a tragic accident dashes any hopes of fulfilling her dream and instead leaves her fearing for her life. With the help of a runaway slave named Anna May, Samantha flees town for the unknown frontier. But life on the Oregon Trail is unsafe for two girls, so they disguise themselves as Sammy and Andy, two boys headed for the California gold rush. Sammy and Andy forge a powerful bond as they each search for a link to their past and struggle to avoid any unwanted attention. But when they cross paths with a band of cowboys, the lighthearted troupe turn out to be unexpected allies. With the law closing in on them and new setbacks coming each day, the girls quickly learn that there aren't many places to hide on the open trail. I am so excited. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Okay, oh my god. This is gonna be a good reading month. Number 4. We're 3 for 3. Let's go for 358. So we're still on this page. The Last Magician! Yes! Oh my god. Why am I like so emotionally unstable? Okay, this is so exciting for me because I have seen this book and I was like, damn, you know, I don't think it's for me. And then I looked into what it was and I was just like, what? This is exactly for me. It seems so good. So, The Last Magician. This is about modern day New York where magic is extinct. The remaining few who have an affinity for magic, who are called the mages, live in the shadows, hiding who they are. Any magus who enters Manhattan becomes trapped by the brink, which is a dark energy barrier that confines magic. And crossing it means losing their powers and a lot of the times their lives, which is an extra spicy theme in this. So there's a girl named Esta, and she is a talented thief, which is something we love. We love these badass bitches who can like get shit done. Basically, Esta has been raised to steal magical artifacts from the sinister order that created the brink. So she has an ability to manipulate time. She can pilfer from the past, collecting these artifacts before the order even realizes she's there. And all of Esta's training has been for one final job, traveling back to 1902 to steal an ancient book containing the secrets of the order and the brink before the magician can destroy it and doom the mages to a hopeless future. But old New York is very dangerous and it's ruled by worthless when you're a bitch. It's ruled by ruthless gangs and secret societies. It's a world where the very air crackles with magic. Nothing is as it seems. And the magician himself isn't either. And for Esta to save her future, she may have to betray everyone in the past. Did I mention how much of a hoe I was for New York City stories? Did I mention how much of a hoe I was for New York City in the 1900s stories? I'm so excited to read this. This is gonna be so fun and the cover is so beautiful and I'm so excited. Okay, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, whew, got one more to go. 492. So this is a newer addition to this list. Imagine being on my TBR list and then getting read right away. That sounds fucking fake. Oh my god, it's a Morgan Madsen story. Stop it. So I believe this is like a friendship type story. Let's see. It was Sloan who yanked Emily out of her shell and made life 100% interesting. I already don't know how I feel about the synopsis. But right before what should have been the most epic summer, Sloan just disappears. All she leaves behind is a to-do list. On it, 13 Sloan-inspired tasks that Emily would normally never try. But what if they could bring her best friend back? Apple picking at night? Easy enough. Dance until dawn? Why not? Nothing better to do. Kiss a stranger? Whoa. Emily now has this unexpected summer, so she has this help from Frank Porter, totally unexpected, to check things off Sloan's list. Who knows what she'll find? Go skinny dipping? Wait, what? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't fucking know what's wrong with me. So this is going to be a very contemporary type of, yeah, it is like a friendship story, but there's also like romance because it's a young adult contemporary by Morgan Madsen, like it has to be. But I've also never read a Morgan Madsen before. So this is gonna be so fun. Yes, queen. So that is it. That is 100% it. I'm nervous. Because there are a lot of books on this list that I'm supposed to get to very soon. And I was just like,
oh, I'm starting school. I don't want to put pressure on myself.
And here I am. I am such a fake. Oh no. So I have to get to, oh no. Sasha, what did you do? Okay, so here is my plan for September. So the first book in September... So the first video in September that you guys are going to see is my September, oh my god, is my October wrap up. No, it's not. My August wrap up. So yes, you are going to see my August wrap up. So that is going to be good. Then the next video you guys are going to see is going to be a new series that I am thinking of doing on my channel where I read books that have different types of representation in them. So for the first set, I mentioned this in the last vlog I did, is that I am going to be doing a vlog where I read solely books with fat main character protagonists. And I've found 3 ones that I can think of where the fat rep is pretty positive that I've heard. So the first one is going to be Sound of Stars by Alicia Doe, and this is essentially a sci-fi futuristic story about a girl and a robot who like go on a road trip and like save the world, I think, and that's gonna be fun. Faith Taking Flight is about a fat main character who is a superhero. This is also written by the person who wrote Dumpling, so Julie Murphy, and I'm very excited to read one of her books because I have not read Dumpling yet, and I want to. But I got Faith Taking Flight when I went away a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to prioritize that. And finally, the last book I'm going to read for this is The Nowhere Girls, which is essentially about 4 girls who are kind of like, I think they're outsiders, but they're ganging up against their like establishment, their school, because I think somebody was sexually assaulted and they got away with it. So I think that's what's going on, and one of the main characters is plus sized. So I'm super excited to do a fat representation video, and I feel like it's good for me to start this series with books that I can talk about the representation in because I am a fat main character in my own life story. So that's why I'm going to start with that one. And I've also just been dying to read more ever since I've read a couple this month. I've just kind of been like, give me all of the plus size characters. I want all of them in my life because it's not very often that you find them. So I'm excited. Next we have an August Owl Crate unboxing, and I already know the book for this, so that's good. Next, I'm going to be doing another type of new series where I read the book and then watch the adaptation of the book and talk about similarities, differences, what I liked that one thing did that the other one didn't, and vice versa. This is something I've seen Starla do over at Starla Reads, I believe her name is, and I loved that, and so I wanted to do that but more with very stereotypical YA. So I am doing Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda because I have this book now because I was supposed to read it in June and then I didn't read it in June, and then I want to see the movie again because I really liked the movie. I really love Keenan Lonsdale. He is one of my favorite unproblematic queer actors. I think he's fantastic. The next video I'm doing, it's kind of a surprise video because I think it's gonna be really fun and really funny, but I don't want to say what it is because I just kind of want it to be a surprise, but I will say it has to do with fan fiction. Next, I'm going to be doing the review for the August Owl Crate, which is Star Daughter, I believe. And that is essentially about a girl who is half star, half mortal, I believe it is. And it's based on Hindu mythology, and I'm really excited to dive deeper into that because I'm very unfamiliar with it. The next video you'll see after that is another one of these fabulous Goodreads Chooses My TBR videos. And then it'll be the book club with Noah, and then a September wrap up. So pretty much the stereotypical ending of the month, but in between we've got some pretty fun videos coming for you guys. So I'm super excited about that. On top of these books for the videos, I also have to get to 2 arcs. So I have to get to Legendborn, which is essentially just like a newer version of almost like the Mortal Instruments. I've heard there are things like Shadowhunters and stuff like that. I wanted to go into this not knowing too much because I didn't want to set my expectations too high because I really love the Mortal Instruments series. But yes, so I'm going to get to that one. And I also have to get to Even If We Break by Mary Kay Nijkamp, which is kind of like a cabin in the woods mystery thriller type young adult story. Those are 2 arcs that are getting published both on September 15th, so I have to get to those pretty early into the month. My last one that I have to read is for the Winers Book Club, and that is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I have no idea what this is about. I literally know it's dark academia and that's it. So I'm going into that really blind as well. So yes, those are books. Those are a lot of books. I'm not okay. So I'm just gonna run through all of the books that I have to read and we can count them on the screen together because that's so fun. Okay, so we have The Grief Keeper, The Girl from the Well, Under a Painted Sky, The Last Magician, Since You've Been Gone, The Secret History, Even If We Break, Legendborn, Star Daughter, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, The Nowhere Girls, The Sound of Stars, and Faith Taking Flight. In total, that is 13 books. Now, I think I can actually do it maybe on average like this summer for the past like few months. 13 is on the higher end of what I've been doing. So this month I anticipate finishing 14, I believe it is. However, like 13 is a high number, especially for September. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know for sure if I can do it, and I'm not gonna put the pressure on myself to do it because my education comes first, but this is the goal. The goal is to pass all my quizzes and tests. The goal is to read 13 of the 13 books. The goal is to put 2 videos a week up and maybe sleep. That's all I'm gonna say. I need to go back to watching BTS because honestly, shit's fire. So that's it. I have to go watch Dynamite some more because that's literally, I know that's like not their best song, but it makes me so happy and I get so hyped. I'm like, yes, light it up, bitches. Anyways, that's my little spiel. I don't know, I'm tired. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts were on those. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I post twice a week, hopefully. And yes, that is everything. And until next time, bye readers.